You talk about investing into technical insights as a theme, right? Talk to me a little bit about, what do you mean by investing in technical insights? And like, give me an example of what is a technical insight versus which is not a technical insight.
Sure. So technical insights, you could call them technical innovation. Some people think of them as patents. Some people think of them as creative, new, disruptive ideas. I define them in the following way because I only do software. So I also want to distinguish myself from other people who are investing in hardware, trying to do that. Technical insights in software means if I was to describe what I'm trying to do, it would not be obvious to someone else, a good engineer, how you would do it. They'll go, wow, that's a difficult problem. I don't know how to do that. So that's a technical insight if you have a solution like that. What are some examples of technical insights? Let me start with some hardware examples because those are the easiest to understand. Today, it is clear that an enormous amount of physical innovation is limited by battery capacity. Imagine if you could make a better battery, right? If it had higher capacity, if you could charge it faster, if it could last for more cycles, if it had less weight, if it took less space, any one of those variables, if you could make it better, that would be a technical insight. And it would allow you to create, a fundamentally new business over there. In software, it gets a little bit more subtle, a little bit more nuanced, but here are some examples. I have a company called vFunction. They can take monolithic software, traditional, just say Java applications, C applications written as a single piece of software, and automatically refactor them into independent microservices, which can be deployed in a cloud architecture. That's an incredibly hard problem to do. If you have a computer science background, you're like, well, how do you deal with global variables? Programs have global variables. They have state. How do you split it up? That's the magic. So that's one example. I have another one.
Having done splitting monoliths into microservices, it will take you years doing that.
Yes.
And tens of teams inside Microsoft, for example, we have tens of people. Like in the cloud era example, right? We went from non-cloud era to cloud era. There were thousands of people just working on doing this. Right? It's a very big problem.
It's a very hard and a very technically challenging problem. And now we have a startup where we can, in the course of an hour-long demo or a day-long workshop, we can take your existing monolithic and show it to you running with separate microservices. So, that's the power of a technical insight. That's the power of a technical team saying, can we solve this problem in a creative new way that nobody has thought about before, which would then unlock enormous value? I think it's obvious to you the amount of value that a vFunction is able to unlock. I was going to give some other examples. I have a company called Robust Intelligence, right? They specialize in protecting machine learning models. Machine learning, when you run any kind of AI, machine learning, etc., they are susceptible to many forms of failure, many forms of security issues, not just cybersecurity. In other words, in addition to the traditional cybersecurity, I mean, you don't want someone breaking your password or hacking your network or, getting access to the machine. Just the model itself, the way machine learning works, it's susceptible to data poisoning. It's susceptible to hallucinations. It's susceptible to, there are many examples of things that it's susceptible to. Here we have a team, Yaron Singer, he's a PhD from Berkeley. He was a professor at Harvard. He left to start the company. We have some of the world's best technology to protect machine learning at scale. So those are examples of technical insights in software where somebody is able to solve a hard and interesting problem.